there are before this thing starts. But hello.
Hello.
Happy Monday. It is basically July, and we made this project for March. In March. So that is how ahead we are on content, which I'm super excited about. I don't know about you, Becca, but I'm excited to be that ahead.
Yeah. We have so many projects in our what do we call that room? Project room.
Yeah, it's
our completed project room. I don't even
room,
know.
for sure. We just like throw all of our finished stuff in there. What Becca's taking pictures of, what we've already done a live on.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take some of that stuff over to Tanner's, because Joe last year built us, if you guys remember, those gigantic shelves.
Right.
And they hold all of our tubs that contain all of our projects that we feel the need to keep. So we need to take some loads over there for sure, because we're getting a little cram-packed in that room, which is not an issue. But, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Here in East Tennessee, it's almost 80 degrees. It is, I think it's like overcast today. It was raining this morning.
Super muggy, yeah.
The, what do you call that? The moisture in the air is just ridiculous today. And then we got that sandstorm the other day, which was really something. Who'd have thought? But anyways, guys, let us know what you guys are doing today. We're going to be making this super cute. We're actually going to be making some variations of the ones that you guys have seen in the thumbnail of this video, because when I went ahead and made these, I went ahead also and created some already. Went ahead and baked them back in March and everything. So I'm going to walk with you through kind of using the clay and getting familiar with the clay, using the shapes and everything. And then we're just going to use the ones that I have completed for us today, which I think is great. Saves us time. So you all, humidity. Yes, milady. Humidity. That's what I was thinking. But sorry for the rabbit hole. We have 2 sales today, which are incredible. One, the most important one, is our amazing membership sale, which is actually, guys, $30 off.
Wait, I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, that started last Wednesday. It started last week.
Okay.
And it's an incredible sale. It's probably the best sale besides our Black Friday sale that you will get all year long. You cannot beat $30 off. Use that code FLASH30 in checkout while you're checking out and get that yearly membership for $30 off. And if you're here and you're like, wait, yearly membership for what? Well, me and Becca here are part of an amazing team that runs an amazing digital die cutting community. It's a membership website. We offer cut files, fonts, printable guides, members only Facebook groups, commercial licensing. Did I miss anything? We have a lot to offer here, especially if you are a beginner to Cricut, or if you've had your Cricut a long time and you feel like you've learned everything there is to learn about it, or if you have bought your machine and don't have it just yet. We do challenge you to also get in on Makers Gonna Learn. We have these e-courses that are incredible for beginners that have, a ton of information about getting to know your machine, design space. We have one about building a business if anybody is interested in that. But our yearly members do get all of those amazing perks, including the fonts, the e-courses, and that commercial license. So check it out. Feel free to ask any questions you may have. And Miss Becca will, of course, stop me in my tracks and let me know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, sure.
Miss Carol Stanford said, help, I'm trying to, my first chipboard project, I chose to calibrate, follow the directions, and it is asking which line overlaps best. How on earth do I tell? So it is a little bit tricky.
It's tricky. I think our studio lights help a lot when we're calibrating. You might have to go out in the sun.
I was going to say, grab like a flashlight, yeah, shine it on there. And I also like to just take my thumbnail and kind of see where the ridge is, where the line is.
Great tip.
So you can feel it as well. Yeah.
Because they're hard to see.
We did a video on calibrating, and I will link that below too. Miss Carol, you probably have seen it though. You watch a lot of them.
Probably.
But that might help you as well. I'm not sure. There's so many people who are having birthdays.
Yeah, including Becca. Becca's was yesterday.
Yeah, Miss Katz, I think, was the day before mine.
Yes. Yeah, hers was
the 27th.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was 26th to 27th.
Yeah.
Michelle's is today.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday!
Yeah. Marianne, hello, Miss Marianne, and then we have another Morristown person, Amanda Collins. Hi from Morristown.
Hello, you are right. You're here.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you for the live suggestion of Sportflex vinyl. So that's fun.
Yes.
That organic video hasn't gone out yet, right?
Nope, not yet.
Okay,
Yep.
so yeah, we've got a fun video coming up on Sportflex vinyl too. So if you're not familiar with that, then that will be fun. Was there a Summer Summit teaser video? No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. No. We'll probably have a whole live answering. Tanner will probably have a whole live doing like the Q&A, answering a bunch of questions you all have about the Summer Summit, giving you all the information you need, showing you the class list, showing you the supply list. So that will be fun.
Kim, I'm brand new to Cricut, just got a maker, and I'm clueless on what to do. Well, you found the best community to be a part of to help you. And her B-Day was yesterday, June 28th, baby. Hello.
Happy birthday. You guys are awesome.
Darla says, I have a Cricut and I'm so lost. Guys, I'm so excited. Like, I'm excited that you're lost because you're here. This is fantastic.
You've stumbled upon the gold mine here.
Good grief. Look at all these birthdays.
Of Cricut beginnerness.
Yes, so fantastic. Carol, did Rachel make you a birthday cake? She did not. She had plans to do that.
I did.
And then Courtney ordered me a yummy Oreo cake. You probably saw a picture of it. I think I was posted with it yesterday, so that was super fun.
I could not have done any better than that cake. There's no way I could have topped that cake. So
I actually have to disagree.
Oh.
I have to disagree. The cake was absolutely beautiful. I do love Oreos, but there's pretty much nothing better in the world than Rachel's buttercream icing. I'm not kidding.
Becca,
I'm not kidding.
You're so sweet.
So
we're gonna make some cupcakes just because really soon.
Yes, we are.
I told Becca that we were gonna do that, and we're totally gonna do that. Let me see.
Purchase the Cricut Joy and we'll be getting the maker this week. Yes, that's
amazing.
Awesome.
Yes, you will love your maker for sure.
She said she loves our channel. Oh my gosh, look at all this.
You guys
this
are
is
awesome.
insane. So many birthdays. Aren't June babies still the most? Actually, I don't have any June babies.
All you June babies.
I am one.
All you June babies.
It was beautiful, but it tastes as good as Rachel's. No, Carol, it did not. It did not.
I'm shocked. Well, I'm very.
Rachel's cake is like
so
moist too. Like I've said this before when I first started. I started November 4th, and then we had our Christmas party. Of course, just a month later. And Tanner was like, "Rachel's gonna make cupcakes. Rachel's gonna make cupcakes," because I'm like a huge dessert person. Like huge about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh great, Rachel's gonna make cupcakes."
Probably some kind of Duncan Hines.
Right.
Out of the box.
So I thought maybe Tanner was just like going crazy over him because he loves Rachel, and that's what we do. And man, guys, I ate like 3 cupcakes that night. They were so good.
They're good.
Amazing.
Well, you're too sweet. Thank you, Becca.
Miss Cynthia, where do I go to learn more about the machine? Been having mine a couple of years, and it's taken it out of the box, and that's it. I'm so intimidated.
Here.
Yeah.
You come here. So, Miss Cynthia, as I was mentioning, for our yearly membership, which happens to be $30 off for our 4th of July sale, so please take advantage of that. It's basically built for beginners. That yearly membership equips you with fonts, all the files. We have over 4,000 cut files, 400 fonts. We also give you guys a commercial license, so if you ever in the future, as long as you have an active yearly membership, if you guys wanted to sell the projects that you make using our cut files and fonts, you can do so legally. Also, for beginners, it's incredible. We have printable guides that are just Bibles. People call them their Cricut Bibles. I mean, it has what blade to use with what material, what EasyPress setting to use, terminology you need to know as a beginner, what mat to use with what. Did I already say that? Oh, it's got a lot in here. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And then on top of that, we have 3 free e-courses that we give you just for being a yearly member. One of them is breaking down Design Space, so it teaches you all the in and outs of Design Space. There's one about breaking down your machine, so all the settings, everything you need to know about it. And then we also throw in a building a business through die cutting, which kind of teaches you how to start off that little business if you wanted to do that, which complements really well with that commercial license. We have a Facebook group that is incredible for community, for posting your projects, asking crafty questions. It's incredible over there. It's like one big happy family. Yeah, so ask any questions that you might have for us. Live streams are for answering questions. So definitely let us know if you have any questions, for sure. And another Tennessee. Oh, that's Sarah. Hi, Miss Sarah. Hope you're still settling in here.
Miss Mary, happy birthday. Becca, mine is next Sunday. Happy birthday to you. Miss Darla asked, how do I join? So I did drop that link for her. Yes, and like Rachel said, you get $30 off. That's huge.
Please use that coupon code. Do not forget.
Yeah,
all the way at the bottom after you enter in all your great information, and there's a little coupon section. Enter in flash 30 so you can get that savings, because $30 is a lot off of that yearly membership. You're already saving $48 over the course of a year being a yearly membership versus being a monthly member. So having that yearly membership saves you a ton of money anyways. On top of everything else that you get, you're saving money, which is awesome.
Yeah. What is the private Facebook group?
So the private Facebook group is only for members. So if you're a member of Makers and Learn, whether that's monthly, 6-month, or yearly, you get the ability to enter in this amazing Facebook group by asking some questions that only members would know. And it's Becca, it's so much fun over there. I mean,
yeah. And Miss Cat mentioned that we do give weekly member-only videos with extra special awesome projects. Yes. The Facebook group alone is worth the membership. Is what she said.
That is such high praise, and I think I agree. I mean, Miss Becca goes above and beyond with these member-only videos that she gives you guys weekly that are honestly some of the highest, not rated. What do you say? Like the most anticipated videos Becca saves to do member only, like our amazing Bitmoji stickers here that just cover our Cricut little flip top here. Becca only did that as a member only video. So if you are viewing this right now and you love what you see, you love the content that we create, you are bound to absolutely fall in love with our membership and all of our members and the team. We have an amazing team here, and I could talk about them all day because But get your membership if you have not already. Please ask any questions. I see one. How much is the membership? Well, the membership is normally $191.88. That is for 365 days of crafting. But you get $30 off today for that 4th of July sale. And we already include in that price 3 months free, because that is the difference between that monthly membership and that yearly membership. And because you guys pay it all in one lump sum, that is the reason why we give you all those bonuses, i.e. the fonts, those e-courses, and that commercial license, because we know that it takes a lot of investment for you guys to say, okay, here is a chunk of my money. Thank you so much. If you invest in us, we invest right back in you. So that is why our yearly members, though they pay the least, they get the most perks because they believe in us enough to pay for an entire year at once. So I do hope that makes sense.
Miss Page said, I became a member last week, and it is for sure the best investment I have made in myself and my crafting.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
Miss Jan, we do a project. Yes, we absolutely do. Yeah. But our viewers do tend to like to do a little bit of chatting. So we also want to do some chatting and answer some questions. As you can see, there are quite a few questions that we like to address.
Yeah. We don't want to be distracted or leave anybody hanging. We always make a project or several. But we love answering these questions, because that's really, guys, what lives are for. A lot of people don't like the chit chat. A lot of people complain. I answer a lot of comments that are pretty rude, but to be honest, lives are for answering questions.
And we do offer organic and member only videos that are zero chit chat.
True.
So there's a good combination.
It is true. Good mix there.
Wes said, would you guys give my daughter Lorelai a birthday shout out? So happy birthday, Miss Lorelai. How old is she now, Wes? And I see, if I'm not mistaken, Wes is expecting another baby?
Are you?
I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I saw that on the Facebook.
Let us know, Wes.
Yes, that's so exciting.
Also, I love that name, Lorelai.
Lorelai is not adorable.
It's on my baby name list, and my girl name list is like this big. My boy name list is this big. For some reason, it's easier for me to love boy names than girl names, so there's only like 4.
I'm that way as well.
Lorelai is up there. I love the name Lorelai. So happy birthday.
Yes, okay. Happy birthday.
So we're going to go ahead and jump into the supplies. As always, or as this last few weeks, all of these supplies are linked in the description below to help you guys out. So I'm just going to kind of speed through these. Most of these you already know about, we use all the time. We have our masking paper transfer tape, alcohol, paper towels, Lily Hot glue gun. We have a baking sheet, which is not that common that we have, and some parchment paper, just a little piece cut in here just so, you know, our oven it doesn't mess with our pan and our oven. You will need an oven if you want to make these right after you mold them. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 275. I always want to say 375.
Yeah, me too.
275. And we have a knife here. This is just like a little, I don't even know what you call it. I know there's like paring knives and stuff. I don't know. It's just like a little flat knife. It doesn't have like a serrated edge or anything like that. No teeth. We have some dishwasher safe Mod Podge, which we use all the time. Some black vinyl, that's Oracal that we have at the moment. We have some paintbrushes, some Sculpey glaze. If you guys have been to some summits and things, you know we like to use this Sculpey glaze. It's not a have to. You do not have to have
I
this
love
to make
that
this
stuff
project,
though.
but it's good stuff.
Yeah.
We use it on a lot more than just clay.
That's true.
So it's fine. Then we have this Dap Rapid Fuse all-purpose glue that you guys have seen us use for years and years, except this one we love because I just out of the blue bought this one on Amazon. It has like a brush. It's got like a brush that you paint your nails with in here, and it's so much easier to use. So we love that. We also have a straw. I think this is from Cookout. Yep. I just have
Yours can be from anywhere.
I just have a straw, and inside the straw I have made back in March these little, I just kind of molded some little snakes, I guess, and put them in my straw. I did not even remember that.
Yeah, I did know you did
so
that.
So that's cool. So this straw is from Cookout. Your straw has to be from Cookout. So if you're not close to one, MapQuest, the closest.
eBay one.
eBay one.
Yeah.
Any straw. It doesn't even have to be plastic if you want to use a reusable one. I love to explain this though. A lot of people think that they can like puncture the clay and make a little circle, like if you see any of these here, like this one, if you guys can see our little circle there. Instead of like using a Cricut tool to kind of push the clay out of the way, if you use a straw, it kind of like cuts through the clay, so you don't have like a bulge on.
It doesn't
like,
pucker.
It doesn't pucker.
Yeah.
You don't have a bulge around that circle. It just cuts it clean through. That's also why it's healthier to go to a tattoo parlor to get your ears pierced than one of those guns that clairs, because the guns push your skin out of the way. In the tattoo parlor, all their needles are hollow and it cuts directly through. Easier heal time and all that. But you know, we're not here to talk about tattoo parlors. I just want to throw that in there, you know. Safety first.
I've seen two questions.
Yeah.
Both about basically the same thing. Do you guys do upkeep on your machine, i.e. cleaning, and have you ever done a video on cleaning to maintain good working order of the equipment? I don't know if we've done a video.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, no,
We've got some that are used. That have a bit
for
of
real.
gunk.
They could use a good cleaning.
We need to get in here with some Q-tips and clean it up. That's a great video to do. Put that on the sticky note back.
Now, I mean, we do, like, canned air is our best friend with cleaning. So
true. We do can air it a lot, and if they're used as often as we use them, it's not like they get dusty, but you know that they could do for a cleaning. So I think it'd be great to do a video about that, like the must-have supplies to clean your Cricut and all that. I think that'd be a great video, Becca.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Written down.
Was there
fantastic
another question?
They were both about that. I think Miss Carol asked that as well.
Awesome. Great question, guys. Love it. Okay. We have our Sculpey Clay. We have our mug. Any mug is fine. I didn't link one. I think I linked one to this, which I really like these mugs because they're like 15 ounce. They're long and they're flat, really good for vinyl. So I did link those down below, but they're kind of expensive. Just go to Walmart and get one for like $1.97. This one was, I think, a Walmart one, and it was super cheap. That's all you need. We have some jute, and we have some miscellaneous Cricut tools here. So we're going to use like a spatula. We might use our weeder tool. We might use the pen tool. Whatever we need to kind of shape and sculpt and, you know, do whatever we need to do to our clay. So yeah. I already have our little designs cut out, but we're going to go in Design Space. I'm going to show you the fonts we use, because we did use two fonts today. One is called Palm and the other is called Rosy Posy.
And it is so cute.
It is cute. It is cute. I don't think I'd recommend it for like words
it's too busy.
And phrases, but I would definitely do it for like, you know, like an initial or something.
No, I mean, you could do it for a word, like the first initial or whatever. It could be that, and then change the text to be like something more simple.
Yeah. So you could do words and phrases, but only have one letter have that cute little accent of the little flower on there. Great tip, Becca. Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys what we've got going on in Design Space and show you those little designs, because they're so simple, guys. We just wrote little tiny words that we thought were cute to go on like teacups and stuff. So yeah, so this is palm. We have just tea. I put love here. Steep, because you steep tea a lot. And then this one, this is a very long word that I would not recommend for this project unless you had like a big piece of clay, because it is very long and would not cut very well because it's so tiny. But creativity, I thought that was super cute. And these are Rosy Posies. So this is what we've got going on with this font here. Super cute. All the letters in the alphabet are like this. They're all uppercase. So this is what we've cut out. We cut out a B and a C. We have the T here. That's 1 inch by 1 inch. Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel the need to bring these into Design Space and top them out. I mean, you guys know exactly how to do this. You guys are old pros. So yeah. B, C, T, love, creativity, steep. There you go. I love this palm though. We had a question about a font we had that was kind of like Ray Dunn. This is probably the closest that we've got.
Right.
It's just kind of a skinny, very put together font here. So it's good. It's good. Feel free to use any of these if you want. The only ones that we're going to use today is this T, the B, and the C. So we have those. These, again, love and steep, they get a little bit small, so definitely think about the size of tag you want to put them on and make sure that it's at least size large enough to where it's not going to create problems when you're trying to weed or anything like that, because I actually tried to cut these out before the show today and I was having a big problem weeding love and steep, and this one was impossible. I didn't even try and cut that one out. But I changed my blade and everything, and it still was just a little too thin for the Cricut to handle.
So you're cutting it out of regular vinyl, right?
Regular vinyl.
And then, because I think we do have a few newbies here, you did weld those letters together on T, right? Did you weld them or attach them or what? Attach.
I think this one I actually didn't do a thing with.
Like, and it didn't move around?
No, it doesn't move it around on attach.
Okay.
So the only way that anything would move around for those of you out there, which is a great thing to make me talk about, Becca, because we make it seem easy, like, oh, that's it, you're good. But you might bring something into Design Space and it might not be the way that you want it. It might not look the way you want it. So if we just go in here and click palm, I'm just going to go ahead and do T again. And that one's lowercase, so I want to make the uppercase. But that lowercase is so cute, too. Okay, great example. So this guy, they're just a little bit farther away than I would want. And I'll make it bigger so we can see it. So what I could do is a variety of things. I could ungroup it. I could try and do our letter spacing. So that is my first idea. So that's what we're going to do first thing that popped in my head. So up here is letter spacing, and we're just going to use that bottom arrow and bring that down a little bit. And as you can see, they're just kind of getting closer to each other, and that's what we want. Now to stretch them, you can unlock them and then stretch them however you want. You know, that's just basically how I did that little T there. Now you don't want to go crazy to where they're distorted to where you can barely make out what it says. You don't want to make it super skinny or, you know, super fat. I mean, just do it normally. But if you're working with any type of script, font, anything that's cursive, anything like that, that you want touching each other, that you want to cut as one cohesive word, always make sure you weld. Other than that, if it's ungrouped or if it's grouped here on the canvas, that's not going to show up well in Design Space. It's just going to kind of jumble it all up. As long as everything on this screen that you see is attached together, that's fine. Each word, that is. But if we were using a script font or anything, you want to make sure you weld that. Yeah, that was a great thing to make me talk about, Becca, because when you attach, it's like a paper clip, so it'll attach your letters together. But when you go to cut it, it's just going to cut it as you see it and as it is, which is just like paper clip. But if you weld those, it's going to cut as one cohesive word, which when you're using cursive fonts is exactly what you want.
Perfect.
Okay. So we're good here. All you would have to do is click make it. Now right here I also did a little bit of messing around. It's probably too dark for you to see, but I moved this around. Actually, I didn't even mean to cut him, but here he is. I moved these around just to give them a little more room for me to weed them, for the Cricut to cut. I thought if they were too close together it might make a bit of a mess as well, because when the Cricut just has these fine lines to cut, you kind of just want to give it a little bit of space there. Just click continue. Use your vinyl setting if that's what you're using, vinyl. Now Becca used HTV on her clay project. What was that? That was a couple weeks ago.
That tag, yeah.
She used garland. She used HTV on it, which is nuts, and it worked, and it's awesome. So if you want to do that, it might actually do good on these super thin letters here. But when I created this back in March, I didn't even think of that. So Miss Becca has one-upped me in that area. So if you want to use steep and everything that we think is maybe a little bit harder to weed, maybe it'd be easy peasy to weed in HTV, so that would be great. But I'm going to talk about our membership for a second for all of the yearly members or soon-to-be yearly members that want to know about it. So we have 400 fonts, the commercial license, and I really just wanted to show you guys these e-courses, which were incredible for newbies. It'll break down design space, your Cricut itself, and then there's that build a business through die cutting, which is awesome. And here's these levels just for those visual learners out there. You can see the price go down and the benefits go up, and that's not even including the sale. So if you come here and you want to take advantage of that, you can go ahead and click there anywhere, add in all of your card information, and down at the bottom it'll say coupons. So if you add in flash 30, coupon successfully applied, then this is your final price, $161.88 for an entire 365 days of crafting, which is incredible. And then also on sale today is our amazing 2020 Summer Summit, which is coming up in just a couple of weekends, Becca. Can you believe it? It's going to be here before we know it.
It really is.
That's 10 classes over the course of 2 days from the comfort of your own home. It's like a virtual conference, craft conference. We have a lot of different amazing teachers that are going to be coming and, you know, showing you guys some awesome projects. The projects range from 30 minutes to an hour, and that is completely without any kind of interruptions as far as chit chat goes. It's 30 minutes to an hour of in-depth, completely focused crafting, which is incredible. It's a great value. And Miss Renee, yes, the Summer Summit is still available. Absolutely. It's actually the link right above the comment that you posted. Miss Becca has been posting that. And yeah, so it's a fun time over there. So get ready. But I'm done in design space.
Okay.
I'm done telling you guys all about the membership. So let me know if you have any questions, and we're just going to get started with our clay here because clay's fun. So first things first, I'm going to take my masking paper transfer tape over the side, most of this over the side. I'm going to take that on. Really all I want to work with right now is my clay. So pretend you've already cut that and everything and weeded it. Here they are with their masking paper transfer tape on. You can see them. There's the C, there's the B, there's the T. Love it. So those are done, ready to go. All this out of the way. We actually need that and our clay. Good deal. Okay. I'm going to bring the camera in because I know you're pretty far out. And then I'll show you guys the finished one that we have as well. So here is the finished one that I've created with the tea bag on here. And this, it's really cute. Courtney actually made this tea bag. Just says C on there. And if you can see it's glossy, it's because the entire thing, even underneath here, has several coats of the dishwasher safe Mod Podge that have been on here since March. So this guy's good to go. He's ready Freddy. Even up here, there's a really good seal in between this little guy. And as you can see, we just kind of seamlessly just kind of cut him right there just to try and make it look as professional as possible. There's that one. He's done. And then here's this cute little tag on this mug here. And this one just says T. Now, if that don't look like Ray Dunn, I don't know what does.
It does. It really does.
Like Ray Dunn. And this is kind of just like a tag, you know, just something cute. There was a lot of controversy with this project, which was hilarious. Yeah, I won't get into it because it's literally that ridiculous and funny. But I made this one because this is what I thought that the person who told me to make this craft wanted. It wasn't. but that's okay. I thought it's cute anyway, so I'm going to show you guys how to make this one as well. This is kind of just like a little anchor, and then it's just got some jute, and you just plop that in there and put that on the side, and you've got just like a cute little tag for your mugs. So yeah, so there's 2 ways you can do it today. There's basically like 2 projects in one, so you can do it like that, or you can do it like that. So we're going to show you how to do both of those today. So we have our clay here, and I think we're going to work with this silver color. It's really cute, or the white. But I'll also show you the ones that we've already got done here. And it's got this little guy. We've got all these that are already done. Whoop, clinking, clanking. So I made a heart here, which is really cute. We have this little tag, a little white tag, and this little guy. And here's the one that's already done that has a bee on it. That's another little tea bag to go on the outside of your cup. Really cute. So again, these are super easy shapes. The reason why these little holes are kind of curved is because after I punched them with my straw, I just kind of pushed them in a little. I kind of wanted them to have a little curve there and be more ovular. So that's what we did there. Don't forget to let me know if you guys have any questions that I can help you with. But we're gonna open this glittery, silvery, really cute Sculpey Clay. I'm trying to find the one that's gonna be less colorful on my hands. My sister came to town. I used purple shampoo on her hair, and it's usually fine if I'm in the shower and I do it, because then all, you know, like me in the shower with all the water takes that purple off my hands. But I still have it on my nail beds, and I was hoping that you guys wouldn't notice that bad today, because yesterday they were bad. I've been doing a lot of scrubbing. So the first and most important thing to do with clay is that you warm it up. You want warm clay. Warm clay is happy clay, and happy clay is clay that's easier to work with. And ideally, you would also have this on a work surface that had some parchment paper taped to it. But I'll be real, it's never worked amazing for us. The parchment's always come up. It's always been kind of a pain. So if you're not using like any crazy colors like this blue, if you're just using basic colors, I would just do it on a work surface that you don't care to get a little bit messy. If you have some, you know, granite or slick wood or something like that, and you know, that's in your kitchen to work with, you can work with that. And we're just going to work with a little bit at a time as we make our shapes here. We'll just make one of the little tags first, and it's super simple to make. We're just going to kind of tear off a piece, and when it gets really malleable, I've never been able to say that word correctly, but
just say it fast, no one will know.
Malleable. When it gets malleable, there we go. Then you know it's ready to go. So we're just going to put it down and start patting it out. And I'm going to be real. I know that a lot of clay people somehow are just perfect and don't have any fingerprints on their clay. I don't really know how, but it's never looked terrible to us. I think it's always been cute and kind of added just that little homemade touch. And then once you put your glaze on it and everything, you don't really see them that much anyway, so it's just not that big of a deal. I wouldn't worry about it. So for rolling it out, if you have larger pieces and you want to roll it out, I would recommend, you know, if you don't have a rolling pin, wine bottles are good. They're good and flat. Something like this would be fine, although I don't really want to use this to roll, but you can, you know, anything that's flat and that you can use is totally fine.
Oh, I love Jennifer's suggestions. She said, I've been working with polymer clay for many years. A ceramic tile from Home Depot works great as a work surface, and you can also put them in the oven to bake on. So that's cool. You can just pick it up and put it in there.
I freaking love that idea.
Yeah, we need to get one for sure.
Because you don't have to worry about it sticking then. Yeah. Because a lot of times we would like make one here and then have to like scrape it up, and you wouldn't have to do that, which is awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
Love that. So guys, listen to her. And once you get it pretty flat, and you can see it's pretty thin here, pretty uniformly thin, you just lay it down, and we're gonna take our knife, and I'm just gonna slice here. Yeah, I know, directly on the table. I know, guys. Here they come flooding in. You cut the table. Look at this table, guys. This is the least of its worries.
It's a nice work table.
Love it. Okay, see, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Like, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be. I am making it bigger than it needs to be just in case when I'm done, I'm like, ugh, that's terrible. Because then I can kind of shape it down a little bit. Right now, I'm just making those edges not so harsh. And now you can just cut that. Perfect. Make those edges not as harsh. You can flatten it back out if you need to. And then I'm just going to take my straw, kind of center it up, just like that. And then look, got a little ball of clay there. And this is good to go. So you can carefully pick it up and you can see it looks great. So there's just a little simple tag. If you wanted to, you know, make it a little bit cuter, you could take this and just cut off the sides right there. So there you go, just a little tag. That one looks kind of like that one, except just not as harsh. This one's got some harsh lines. But this is kind of the same shape that we did here as well. So just really easy. That's all that we did with that. You can go through there beforehand and kind of smooth out those edges that you cut or whatever you want to do. If you want those to be kind of, you know, crisp edges, by all means. And then here we just lay it down on our cookie sheet with some parchment. And then these, I'm not going to show you how to do these because these are ridiculously easy. But this is how we did our little tails for our, you know, our tea bags. So this is what, nope, that's not the finished one. Here it is. That's what that little tail is. Just kind of like the tea string to our tea bag. And I did mold these kind of to the cup before I laid them down. And what that just means is I kind of got my cup here and just laid it where I wanted it, and then placed it on my baking sheet. But really, if you can get them out of the oven when they're hot and work with them for like honestly 10 seconds, there'll be a little bit of wiggle room so you can lay them down and glue them where they're supposed to be. But just be careful about that as well. So now we're gonna make a tea bag. So our tea bag is, I guess the main event here is the one that looks the cutest. This is our little tea bag. This one's pink. As you can see, it just has some cute little personality. It's really cute, but don't feel bad if it takes you a couple of tries to create. It might take me a couple tries today. You never know. So just gonna roll this out and then start flattening it in my hand. And it's an odd shape because you have to know that there's that little flap. So we're gonna like flap it. Now, as you can see me here, mine is a little bit more defined than Courtney's. I think Courtney actually molded hers that way. I don't know how she did that. She's crazy and awesome, but you can do that if you want to. Just however you find is easiest for you to do this technique, please do it. But yeah, don't forget to let us know if you have any questions about anything. Our membership, the summer summit coming up. Because after this, guys, really it's just easy. We're just going to be putting it on there. And I actually did not go ahead and bake one of our little strings here, so I might have to do that later. But it's really easy. You just bake it and then plop it on there. It's totally fine. That's like the easiest part ever. I think I am going to roll it with this. How gross is that? Oh, that's good. That's doing the job.
I used a vase last time, a glass vase. You just use whatever you can to get it nice and smooth. And
use whatever. Yeah. Honestly, it's harder to know if it's even when you use something other than your hands, but that's okay.
Miss Amanda said, hi, I just got a new Cricut for a gift a few weeks ago, and I said how wonderful that was, and then she said the 4th is my birthday and joining your membership would be great. Amanda, that would be an amazing birthday, and with our $30 off our membership, the $30 sale, that is a steal. So
it sure is. Becca's preaching some truth.
Send some emails to loved ones. Maybe they could buy you a membership for your birthday.
Ooh, they should.
Mm-hmm.
So I just made a disc and then just whacked off the ends of it. This little end was over here and he was over here. Just whacked off the ends of it. And I'm also like looking at the other ones that I've made, but when you won't have any made, really there's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm just gonna go ahead through there and just make that bottom flat. And now up at the top here, all we're going to do is create a little flap here. So I'm just gonna kind of cut this at an angle like that and do the same angle on the other side if at all possible, just like that. So this isn't rocket science or anything, and I think I actually want a little bit off of the top there. And now you can just kind of start molding it. So we're just going to start kind of making the top a little bit slimmer, and then if you can fold it and then look and then be like, okay, that's kind of the shape I'm going for, good. So you want to make this guy a little bit more narrow on this one side just to give it a good little look when you fold it like that. So it's looking great. Once you like the way it's looking, you can go ahead and fold it. Mold it a little more if you need to. Don't rush this, because you know there's no sense in rushing the process if you don't need to. And once you like that, I mean, I just have it very lightly sat down there because we have some detail kind of in on our tea cup or tea bag. So you can see we have like this little border around there. And how we did that was we just took our knife here, and we also want to just kind of round these edges a little bit more too. They're a little bit harsh, and this is supposed to be a tea bag after all. So we just take this here.
Can you use silicone molds with clay?
Sure. I don't see why not. I don't think I've ever gotten that question before, but really, like, why not? You know, I mean, it can take a lot of heat because some people bake with silicone and all that.
Well, and then the temp for clay is not that high anyway.
No, 275.
Yeah.
So I just took our little knife, the very end there, and just very lightly went in my clay. It's not like I went ham and just went all in there or anything.
Could you put the clay on the cup and put it in the oven? Will it bond to it?
That's what it won't bond to it, but that's what the process we use to make sure that it's the same shape that we want is we actually threw our mug in the oven. Now make sure your mug is oven safe. Heaven, please do that, because that would be very bad. But this is kind of the general shape that we want here, and then you would just pick it up, and exactly what Becca was talking about. It doesn't matter where it is on your mug, because hopefully your mug is not going to be a very weird shape. So you can just like lay it anywhere on the mug, like just to see. You just kind of spread it out and just push it down a little bit. And while it's sticking right now, it's not going to stick to your mug in the oven, but it will make sure that it bakes at the proper size and kind of, you know, shape that you want it, which is good. But after it, you know, goes in the oven, it will heat up and fall off because it's become firm. But then all you do is bring it out of the oven, let it all cool down, and then you just attach it together. So after it's been heated is when you would add your vinyl, and then you would just go in here, and while everything was, you know, all good and baked, you can take your Dap Rapid Fuse, and that's what we use to adhere these on here. So we've had some Dap underneath our little tea bag there, and then we had some Dap to run our little string, tea bag string, just like that. And then we just kind of stopped up at the top and pinched it. Basically, is literally all that we did. We just pinched it up there, and then it just kind of fit perfectly, just like we had this one. So that's all we did, is just pinch that. So that's like the process you would do, but since I already had some pre-made, we're just going to kind of go through the process, except for this because I didn't bake any, but you guys get the gist on that. That's the easy part. You can take this, just put it on your baking sheet, really easy, pop it on there, doesn't matter how, that's just how it's going to sit. And then again, it goes into that oven at 275 degrees, and it's going to bake from anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. This super thick stuff will take a little bit longer, but that's okay. But pull out your strings at like 15. You can pull them all out or just get your strings, but this does need just a little bit longer to bake. So once you have them baked, this is what they'll look like. They're stiff, they're good and baked and ready to go. And we have two here that are matte, and these two are a bit glossy, if you can see that gloss. That is actually from the Sculpey glaze. So we decided to glaze these before we added our vinyl because it makes it easier for the vinyl to apply. So all we did with that is take this in a little brush and just paint it on there. That's all that we did. This stuff is super liquidy. It's not thick or anything, and it just creates a little bit of a seal basically, and that just helps that vinyl stick that much better. So I'm just going to demonstrate one time for you all, maybe on this guy here. I'll put this T here, and this was sized for this tag right here, so I'm sorry if it looks like it's going to be a hair too long, which is sad. But we're going to try it anyway, so it's because I want to show you guys. So this might be a little bit too long. And then we're going to put maybe our C on our heart here and just see that. So, but go ahead and like make a ton of those tags. Make a ton, bake more than you think that you need. You'll thank yourself later for having more, because you might have some fails or some might not end up the way you want it, or you just want some testers, anything like that. So I'm kicking myself for not sizing this for this little guy now, but to be honest guys, I wasn't sure which one I wanted to put it on. So I'm just going to remove this backing, which is sticking on my T, which is no problem at all, because that just means our blade is good and sharp, which I would much prefer. You just take that. We have our little pin tool here. Easy peasy.
Can you paint the clay after it's...
Great question. You can if you want to. Yeah. Feel free if you want to. Now, after that has, after you put paint on, I would 100% recommend the Sculpey Glaze before you added anything on there.
Miss Stacy said, my 1-year anniversary is next month, but took advantage of the $30 sale and renewed for another year. That's super smart, Stacy. I love that.
That's fantastic. She's got it right.
Yeah, so if you're already a member and are coming up on your anniversary, then take advantage of it too.
Feel free. Just email our customer service team and let them know what's going on. I think this might literally just fit.
That's crazy. It did not look like it was going to.
I mean, it looked like it was way too big.
Can you roll the pink rectangle larger? She could have before she cooked it.
Yeah.
But it has been cooked, so it's set.
Yeah. And you don't want to put no vinyl on here before it's cooked. That would be rough. But good question, though. If you've never worked with clay and you don't know, that's a great question. And now we're just going to peel this off. And that, I mean, just barely fit. It's a little too big, but it fit perfectly. This is like the ratio that we want, you know, just... Yeah. It fits really well though. This is just a little bit too big, but you can see how much easier it is with that glaze on there. That's basically what I wanted to show you with that. So I'll do it one more time with our little C here. Is this not the cutest little C ever? So cute. That font's adorable. And you do have to be careful with which fonts you pick when you're making projects this small. You don't want to thinner. Like if you look at the font and it's super thin to begin with, chances are it's not going to be great for a project like this. Yeah. That's true. So here's your little heart. And sometimes, guys, I go through here and I trim it up just a little bit so that I can see better is what I'm doing. Because I can't see real well unless I hold it up, which I'm going to have to do. Sorry, guys. That looks good. So I just placed that there. And when you're working with clay, since it's so rough and kind of not bumpy, but you know, it's got a lot of character with your fingerprints and everything. Burnishing with a burnishing tool is not even, you know, you don't even have to do that. So we like to use our fingers. It's just a little bit better, and then you can peel that off and look how cute. So there's a little C, a little heart with a C on it. And Stephanie, there's no correct side with clay. You can literally put anything on any side, but this is the only side that I put our Sculpey glaze on. As you can tell, this side's matte, and then this side you can see that shine there. So that's the side I wanted to put on. You can put it on either side, like it really doesn't matter. And again, same thing with this heart. I only Sculpey glazed one side, and it's up to you if you wanted to add a layer of Mod Podge before you place it on your mug. You don't have to if you don't want to, because you're going to be placing a lot on your mug anyways. But with this guy, all we did was take our mug here, and you can see which way it's supposed to go. So the other one was tilting the other way, and this one is going to be tilting this way. I might use hot glue for the demonstration today, just because we don't have I know it says rapid fuse, but we don't have that long to wait for it to be. It's not really rapid fuse. It takes a little while. So please use your rapid fuse, because that's just better. But just for this demonstration, I'm going to use hot glue, which will pop right off, guys. Like I'll show you at the end of the live. You can pop hot glue right off of anything. So I just cleaned my mug, and one thing you want to pay attention to is I like to drink with my right hand. I'm a righty, so I want my decal to be on this side of the mug because I'm holding it like this. So I want it over here, I'm going to position this once more. If you want to, you can take something like your Sculpey gloss and slide it under that handle to make sure your cup is always upright for you. I'm going to slide a bit more into frame for you all. But it's going to go pretty much like that. So I'm just going to take my Dap Rapid Fuse and add a bunch of it to the back of my clay here. And then place it back right where I want it. Now you put it closer to the bottom because again you want to make room, and see that's it here. That's perfect. That's what we needed. You want to make room for your little string here. So this would go inside there if it was you know, cooked well, and then that would just stay right there, and it would already mold it to your cup, and then you would just attach it like that, and this would ideally go in the center. You can just slide it right in the center, just like that. Make sure you measure all of that too, but if you glued it, it would stay. Something like that. Just super cute, super simple, something. And then once you have it adhered right where you want it, that needs to come out of the middle. It's going to irritate me. That's when you would add your dishwasher safe Mod Podge. That's when you would go to town on that. And I recommend doing several coats to make sure you get a good seal underneath there if it's not perfectly against your mug, which it should be close because you baked it like that. But here's what it'll look like. And then if you wanted to make one like our tag here, I'm going to use this as our bottom, and then this is the one that's going to hang out of our mug. I'm going to pop this off too. I'm going to peel that off. Look how easy this pops off. Oh, I broke it. Me talking about how easy it pops off. What was the project the other day that I just popped it right off? What was it? Ugh.
Was it alive?
Yeah. I just like popped it off with a lot. What was? Oh, it was the Father's Day with those Scrabble tiles. Those Scrabble tiles.
Oh.
How we adhered that wood with hot glue onto the glass. The glass just popped right off. This did not. But I need this mug. We didn't have another gray mug. So I will show you an example with this gray mug. Sorry, tag. He gone. Tag down, tag down. Perfect. Okay, so here's our mug, and then you want to measure your jute. So this is going to be on the inside, floating around like this guy, and this is going to be kind of hanging on the outside, so you're going to measure your jute out. But you can just, for right now, take a piece, and you see this big chunk here? I don't want that chunk. I'm going to cut that off. Then cut me a piece, and it can be overly long, that's fine. And as you can see what I did here, I don't know what kind of knot that is called. Becca, what is this knot called? You know what it's called. She said it before.
A lark's head? Is it a lark's head?
Maybe.
I may have said it before, but it's left me now.
You don't remember anymore. So I think for those, you put both ends
lark's
through.
head.
Lark's head, sweet. You put both ends through like that. I just put, there's 2 ends. And then you just pull those 2 ends through, and then there you go. So that's how it's attached on one side. Super cute, just like that. And then you want to measure from your mug kind of where you want it hanging. So I want mine hanging closer to the bottom, about right there. And then you're going to let that string fall in there, and about with your hand measure where that string hits the bottom of your cup. And mine is right here. So doing that, I'm going to give it a little extra room here because on my T, I'm going to glue it down to the bottom, because ideally it would be like this and not have a little hole there. So you can just tie it if you want to, or you can hot glue it down, whatever you want to do. We may, for the sake of it looking a little bit better, just tie it, but you don't have to have a little opening that you made with your straw on the ones that are just going to the bottom of the cup, because it's just like for decoration. It's just kind of like the anchor, you know.
They're saying it's a slip knot. Actually, a slip knot looks more like a noose. It is a lark's head knot. I did Google it.
If Becca Googled it, I believe her. So this is what it'll look like. There's your T and there's your C, and that'll go down, and then it'll fall in your cup just like this. So like, how cute is that? Just, you see it just chilling right there on your mug. So I like the, you know, the little hanging way, or the way of making an actual tea bag. It's really just whatever you want to do. Regardless, add lots of layers of dishwasher safe Mod Podge to the ones that you will be drinking out of. And then these little guys, you can just add another layer of Sculpey Glaze, or you can go in there and add a layer of dishwasher safe Mod Podge. Not like this will be in the dishwasher, because again, it's just decorative. Once you're ready to drink some tea out of it, you take it out, you know, and then use it, of course. But just to seal it together and seal it up really nice, you can add some of that on there if you want to. But yeah, that's about it.
What type of glue? Michelle said, did you say you use clay glue?
No clay glue. We used, for the finished one, we used our Dap Rapid Fuse, which I guess hot glue is just as strong as we demonstrated earlier. But this is great for things like this, and I also love that it has a brush. So the Dap comes in a lot of different kinds, but this brush is really easy for application. And if you all have worked with this before and you use the one just like with the little tip on it, and you put the cap back on it, it's so hard to remove the cap afterwards because it like glues together.
Mm-hmm.
But this, it's really easy. Just screw it off and screw it on. We've never had that issue. And this is what we use to get our tea bag onto our cup here after it was all said and done. No clay glue though, nothing like that. Yeah, good question though. Any other questions? Have I missed anything? You guys are awesome.
I think you are good.
Yay. Well, guys, this was fun and simple. Yeah. Sorry I broke that. My heart, it hurts because I broke that one. But
you broke my tea bag.
I broke Becca's tea bag.
Kat said that. I just wanted to emphasize it.
Ugh. Why could I have broken the sink? But they're cute. It's really cute. I hope that you all are pretty comfortable with clay. I think between me and Becca, there's been several clay projects that we've made for you guys. I personally love clay. I think it's fun to work with. It brings you back to childhood and all that good stuff. Nicole, I have links in the description below to all of the products we used today, including this amazing Dap Rapid Fuse if you would like to buy it. It says bonds virtually everything, which I believe is true. We've used this stuff for a long time, and it's pretty heavy duty stuff, but I love it. So yeah, we have some links for that down below. But guys, do not forget to get your yearly membership like a lot of people have, or like Becca said, if you're a yearly member already and you just wanted to, if you're close to your renew date and you just wanted to go ahead and get another membership and renew it for that next year of crafting, please do that. You can take advantage, but it's $30 off, which is an incredible sale. The sale ends on July 4th or 5th, to Tanner's Day. It ends after the 4th of July, and you all will probably not see a sale like this until closer to Christmas time. So get it while you can, because it's a great time to go ahead and start crafting. And also coming up super soon is our summer summit, so that's going to be amazing. It's at the end of July, 25th and 26th, over a Saturday and Sunday. And if you guys have never attended one, we have a lot of people that say if you attend one, you'll never miss the other ones. We have a lot of fun over there. It's really laid back. We all have a great time. You guys get to watch all those amazing pre-recorded, super in-depth videos, and we're answering questions along the way and giving out some awesome prizes and chit-chatting and answering questions. It's a great weekend just to kind of get away and forget about the world and what's happening in it. Yeah. Let me see here. So maybe, do you have personalized your Cricut? Any videos on that, please? So if you mean our amazing emoji stickers here, Becca did do an awesome video on that on the member only Facebook group, because it's been so highly requested and our members have been requesting it more than anything. Becca was like, okay, we're just gonna give it to members then, which they were so excited about. So if you are not already a member, please become a member, and you will gain access to that video all about how to personalize your Cricut with your own Bitmojis, which is incredible, and so many more amazing perks for the $30 off of your yearly membership. So definitely take advantage. But you guys are awesome. Any other questions? I think you got them all. You've been answering a lot of questions, Becca.
Erica said Mod Podge takes 28 days to cure, but in the meantime, can you use the mug and hand wash it, or will that compromise the Mod Podge?
I have gotten this question a lot. I think it would be best not to get the mug wet while it was curing. Personally, would I hand wash it? Probably. I probably would after a week, maybe 7 days. I would do what I needed to do, drink it, and then when I was washing it, I would not set it in the sink just to wait around until I do the dishes. I would immediately wash it, rinse it, dry it as well as I could, and then set it out somewhere to dry. But I know it's so difficult to wait 28 days. So personally, if it was me, I'd probably wait 7 to 10 days and then quickly hand wash it just so you don't compromise it too much. But that's a good question.
So we did have the question. She said, sorry for the repeat question, but how much is the membership? Again, the yearly membership. Great question.
Amanda, that's a great question. On sale today, it's $161.88 for an entire 365 days of crafting. That is including that amazing coupon code FLASH30. Regularly, it is $191.88. Which again is still a great price for 365 days of being able to craft, having every resource that we have, because our yearly members are not held back at all from anything. It's because you all say yes to us for a year. You pay us that one lump sum, so we say thank you so much for trusting us and give you those amazing perks like the fonts, the e-courses, and that free commercial license, which is only available to those yearly members. So, is it microwave safe, Kim? That depends on your mug. If your mug is microwave safe, you're okay. If you can run this thing through the dishwasher, it should be able to take the heat of warming up a mug of coffee or something. Now, I'm not saying put this in there and accidentally leave it in there for 5 minutes while you're trying to bake a potato in the microwave. You don't want to just burn everything up, but it can take the heat of a minute or two, to warm up some hot chocolate or something like that. Don't go nuts though. But yes. But good questions, guys. This has been an awesome live. I had a ton of fun going through all these supplies and showing you guys the steps and stuff. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to let us know if you have any other questions or comments. I'm sorry if any of you have asked a question over the weekend on any of our videos, any of our new videos. I haven't had a chance to even look at the YouTube comments today. It's usually the first thing that I do on a Monday, and I have them all through the weekend, which I love doing. But I haven't got to look at it today, so I'm so sorry. I will do that first thing tomorrow morning and answer all those amazing questions. But, Elizabeth, how do we sign up for the yearly membership? Miss Elizabeth, Miss Becca is going to go through there and click and drop a link for you. All you have to do is click that link and then enter in all your amazing information when you select that yearly membership tier. Scroll down and make sure that you enter the coupon code FLASH30 and you will get that $30 off, which is an amazing deal. But guys, join us in our amazing crafty family of over 6,000, which is amazing members that we have, 98% of which are yearly, because they know it's so much cheaper and you get so much more for it. We know it's not for everybody. Not everyone can do it right now, because it is an investment. It's something to save up for, but you will get your return on your investment 100%, because we have a lot of resources here for you. But yeah, thank you all so much. Let me know if you have any other questions. We're gonna head out. Me and Becca have a little bit more crafting to do. But Becca, have I missed anything else?
I don't think so.
Good. Sweet. Amazing. Well, guys, I'll see you later. We'll be back on Wednesday, and Miss Becca, we have an awesome live for you. We're actually going to be downstairs.
Yep.
Which is going to be awesome. We're not going to be here. So the next time we see you, it will be for Wednesday's live downstairs, that amazing Christmas in July party. So get your wheels turning. Think of questions you want to ask Miss Becca, and we'll see you then. Bye, guys.